Okay, I'm on air. What's up YouTube, Dave Bowman here, and this is going to be a bit of a different way to me basically giving my personal thoughts on things, doing it here on a live broadcast. These are my personal review and thoughts on Team Sonic Racing. Surprisingly, when I first heard of this game, I didn't think there was going to be much to it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed from years ago. When I heard that they cut back on various things for this game, I was very sceptical, and I honestly thought I'll just give this one a miss. But thanks to looking at personal other reviews, especially thanks to Icarus, who went down south before for the demo to give this game a go and even did a short review, he actually turned my opinion around, so thanks for that, Kelly. Yeah, I picked this up and I've actually given it a go, and I have to say, for kart racing, normally I'm not a fan of kart racing games. Usually I keep to the simple ones like Mario Kart. This game is a lot more fun than you may think, and it's definitely worth a look. Well, let's get into a little bit of it. Is there much of a story to this game? Well, yeah, in Team Adventure there is a bit of a story, but the funny thing about the Team Adventure is it's very basic, and I mean, it's just basically still images with the characters talking, but you can skip that, so it's not really a problem. Every aspect, let's just jump into a little bit here. I mean, there are multiple stages, and everything, it isn't just straight up racing, as you can see here. There are other challenges like ring challenges, where you just drive through as many rings, try and collect as many rings as possible to keep your time going, and try and earn medals for that, which is a good way to, it's basically every one of these little ones, despite being fun little challenges, they're good because they help you to ultimately become better at this game in the long run. Excuse me. Fluff. And your other ones like Traffic Attack, where robots will be all over the stage and you've got to dodge them while driving through the ones with the checkpoints to increase your time. And you have your basic race, and even Grand Prix. One thing, but obviously it's called Team Sonic Racing, and the reason it's called that is because of the actual mechanic built into the game, which is, of course, the team race mechanic. So I'll just do a quick one here for you ladies and gentlemen, do a quick exhibition match. So there's two versions. There's the standard match, or standard race, which is just you on your own. You're not no team members. So, and it plays very much like your standard racing game. Still fun, but it loses a little bit of its the character, because the game itself is based around the team mechanic. So if you want to standard race on its own, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it per se, but I just find it not as exciting as the team race. So we'll jump in here. You have your choice of 7 stage worlds, each with 3 different circuits on each one, and as you can see, the 7th one is locked out at the minute because you've got a complete story mode for it. Let me just pick one of these and let's just go with this circuit, nice simple one. You have your selection of 15 characters, and every character has their own version of own car, and all these vehicles can be boosted. So in other words, you can gain parts, which I'll get back into in a little bit, and you can upgrade the look of your car. So for instance, like you just saw there, a Sonic car, it's all with a nice gold sheen. I've actually given it. So, and you have, and every character is set between 3 types. So you have speed types, which are obviously the fastest racers in the game. They can really, get a good boost and accelerate at great speed, good speed. Technique types have lower boost and basic speed, but high acceleration and handling, so they're best control, and they have the ability to drive over any surface without any slowdown. So if you get into a track where there's water and you try and drive over Sonic, he will slow down terribly, whereas Tails, he can just go straight over it, no problems at all. So if you want to go with technique, you can go with that. And finally, you have the power types, which have the poorest acceleration, but slightly higher speed, and and they make up for it with their ability to smash through various objects. So if there's like rocks on the course, don't worry about it, the power characters can just power right through it, whereas with the other two characters you obviously got to dodge that thing. So utilising and synergising with your team, you know, depending on the type you choose, ultimately, you know what I mean, is how you your victory. So we'll jump in straight away. I'll just do a Sonic right away. This flashy gold car review over. Items in this game, as you can see there, are based on the wisps from Sonic Colors, and they all have different uses. So like blue creates a block, you know, red rocket fires a rocket, you've got the homing rocket, the drill, earthquake, which causes great big spiring pillars to block the road, all that kind of stuff. So this will give you an example of how it is. So even if you win first place in this, unless the rest of your team has equally high positions, they all contribute to the score in the long run. So for instance, say for instance you win first place, but all the rest of your team members drop below like 10th or 12th place, and their scores get added on to yours, and if you've got other team members who, I mean, stay pretty much together but still high up, they can beat you at the score points. So the actual, I mean, how to win the race depends on how well you play with your team. So I'll give you a demonstration of that now.
Okay, let's race.
Much like other games, if you hit the acceleration at the right point, you can get a boost at the beginning. And there's maximum boost. Now as you race, your rival teams will be red. So there. And as I'm driving, because I'm in first place, I'm creating a slipstream behind me, which is that yellow gold trail. And you and your allies can drive into those trails and essentially get a speed boost by slingshotting off of it. So it's a good way to catch up and keep your team ahead. So you can see on the left hand side our positions in the game all together right there. Another interesting thing to do in the game is also when you get items, you can trade the items between your other team members. The reason you do this in the long run is to help boost your team ultimate score. Because trading items, they can grant you better buffs for your team members, like perhaps better items that you can trade as a ground. So that's important. And as your team members start utilising, say, your slipstream they boost your synergy gauge, which is that small meter you can see slowly building up right behind the back end of the car. When it reaches maximum, you can utilise what is called your team ultimate, which is a very high speed, which basically pushes your vehicles to maximum speed and you become invincible for a short period of time. As you can see, I'm picking up items, but I'm trading really quite a lot with my team members. Also, you can do tricks while you're jumping to boost your speed and we've almost got here. And somebody else has just used theirs. That's team ultimate. So get this into position and go.
We're unstoppable!
You need to take out your rival things. I have to say, another thing about these racetracks is, of course, just how gorgeous the actual tracks look. If you take the time to slow down and just look at them. So here we are. Good thing is obviously a big part, as you can probably guess, because you need the drift to get the speed. And yes, you can fire items backwards and forwards. It gives you an example of the race, and my team has done fantastically there, as you can see. I can't complain about the AI in this game. The AI does a decent job. Obviously, it's way more fun when you play with a full team of actual human players. My god, the races with other players can be absolutely ridiculous, and as you can see here, all the scores get tallied up at the end, and ultimately the highest score at the end of the game is what can grant the victory at the end. So obviously I played with the AI teams, and obviously they don't keep up as best as they can, but yeah, that was 37 pretty much the highest.
Great work, guys!
Too decent. And obviously doing well in the race earns you, not only just boosts your actual score for racing, but you also earn cash in the long run for racing as well, so that's good. And obviously you have your Grand Prix on local play and time trial, so you want to do that. Online multiplayer I find also to be great fun. I've been doing this quite a bit. That's split again between custom lobbies for your friends, your own matchmaking, and these can be split between basic casual matches or even ranked matches if you so wish to boost your actual racing rank and put you against more challenging opponents. And even though I've only jumped into a few of these to start with, they're pretty fun. I will say they are great fun in these matches. They are so manic. There's only been one situation where I've jumped into a match and it's just froze because one guy left in between the match and nobody would join in. But normally if a person is dropped out due to internet connection, he's usually instantly replaced with an AI and they do their own bit, so that's fine in the long run. You have your own stats over here, the garage, and as I was saying, the mod pods, because as you can see you earn R currency, which is located up here, and the R currency is used obviously for these mod pods, so you can go over here and it's just 10 credits per mod. It's completely random, it's basically like a gacha machine. And these can earn you anything from bonus boxes, and these are essentially they're buffs that you can equip to your vehicle to essentially grant yourself some bonuses. For instance, in that one you can mix up and again you can also earn performance vehicles for your car, so well, any kind of vehicle, you can customise your vehicles, so that's pretty cool. So okay, I'm just going to spend a minute to see what we get. Charging all these register. So even if you end up getting all of the vehicle parts in the long run, it's okay because you can just continue to. So just grab a drink. So even if you get all the vehicle parts for whatever character you got, you can still get these bonus boxes, and they can help you in the long run. I'm assuming they'll help you greatly with other bits and bobs, like for instance. And they can help you out a long run in like online matches. For instance, if you want to get into an online match with extra boosts, there you go. See, exactly like that. Chance of triple type boosts. And obviously the legendaries, as you can see there, is what you're after most of all, because they have such a nice gold colour to them. Wow, that's a palette colour, so that's actually a full colour you can actually paint the car in if you so wish, which is nice. And then I can just get L1 right now and jump straight over to the garage. Now I need to stop here, listen. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is indeed Crush 40, who we all know who do the music for these Sonic the Hedgehog games, and my god does their music rock in this game. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but Crush 40 always do great music for these Sonic the Hedgehog games, no matter how bad the game is technically. I'm looking at you, Sonic Forces. But yeah, it is great to hear more Crush 40 play tracks, and some of the classic tracks from other games, such as I recognise a couple from Sonic Heroes and others. They're on here, and it's so great to hear the music in this as well as the visuals. But as I said, car customization, every car piece that you get all have various effects. So for instance, I mean, as you can see from the quick wrong way, there you go. As you can see on the side, every piece that you change ultimately alters how the car will look in the long run. Not too much gold, but and every one of them has different effects that can ultimately affect the car in the long run. So it's a good way of customization, really. I'll be honest, I may as well jump now, while I'm on Garage, into my own personal complaints in some places. So these are nitpicks, personally. First off is the parts list. I mean, as you can see there's like, what, 6 parts per car? And you start with the basics, so really you've got 5 you're finding from the gacha machines. So I feel there could be more in the area of customization, but then again, what can you do? It's just basically all bits and bobs, but then again, I suppose you don't want to create cars that are too completely ridiculously over the top. Another complaint I do have for this game, it involves the characters. It involves the characters themselves. Yeah, it's a small roster, I understand that. I mean, quality over quantity, I totally accept that, that's perfectly fine, but we're missing so many important characters here. For instance, as you probably noticed, we've got the Team Sonic right there, that's exactly how we know them. We've got, Team Shadow's team right there, or Team Rouge, whatever you want to call them, yeah, they're all there. I'm happy with Eggman's team. You've got Dr. Eggman himself, you've got Shadow the Hedgehog, and you've got big red demon guy from Sonic the Lost World. I don't know this guy's name. I never played Lost World, and like I said, I completely avoid Sonic Forces, so I don't know who this is. So who is he? It'll probably tell me if I click on him. Actually, Zolvolv. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. So I'm fine with that as the villain team. Here's where I have nitpicks. It includes the other 2 teams, most notably, Blaze's team and Team Rose. Team Rose is comprised, everybody who's played Sonic Heroes knows very well that Team Rose is comprised of course, Amy Rose, Big the Cat, and, sorry, it does not involve the Chow. It involves Cream the Rabbit and Cheese. And yeah, Cheese is a Chow, but still. For some reason, since Forces, they've been shoving Cream out of the games. And I know people will probably look at this and go, oh, but Cream can't be in a racing game. She's 6 years old. Yeah, well, she was in that surfing racing game, which is an underrated game. I still think it's a great game. She was a playable character. So that's really one nitpick right there. I feel, they should have got Team Rose more correct by adding Cream in there instead of the Chow, but again, I'm not going to complain too much. The Chow are fine. Next of all, yeah, they've got Vector on Blaze's team. Sorry, but Vector is part of Team Chaotic. He is not part of Blaze's team. If you wanted to put somebody there, in that department, they should have had Marine from Sonic Rush Adventures, because she came from the same world as Blaze did. So it seems right that she should probably be there. But that's my personal opinion. And again, they're missing all the other members of Team Chaotic, SBO, the Chameleon, and Charlie B. So yeah, they're missing a few there, but again, like I said, these are nitpicks, and with any hope, which I'm certain they probably will do with this, in today's day and age, there is going to be DLC. So with any hope with DLC, they will probably put the missing characters into the game itself. So with any hope, that will be completely cemented over with no problems. Of course, you can change your card button heads. So basically, that's really what Team Sonic Racing has to offer you as of now. It's basic, it's simple, but as well it is meant to be, a pure adrenaline-filled racing game, the game nails it in spades. It is such good fun. I honestly wasn't too sure it was going to live up to my expectations, but it certainly has done. It is a fun game, and I can certainly see myself, playing with my mates online on this, or even having a few mates over and just racing in this game, because it really is such a fun game. It's definitely up there with other kart races, so it's not. Yeah, so I seriously do not call this game a bad game. It is a good game. So if you're thinking about giving this game a whirl, I'd certainly say yes, give this game a whirl. It's certainly not expensive, that's for certain. I mean, I went into my local game store to pick this up, and it was going for 30 quid rather than the traditional 50 quid. So that was pretty, reassuring. So yeah, if you want a game that's not story heavy and just ultimately a good fun racer, this is a game to pick up. Again, a big thanks to Caddy Chris, who introduced me to this through his actual personal review video of it when he went down to see this in London for a demo. And that's all I really have to say. This is definitely a game that any kart racer should certainly think of picking up. And with that is my personal thoughts and review of Team Sonic Racing, and I will see you all in my next video. Latest, guys.